On August 11, 2025, the world of television lost a bright star whose wit and charm captivated audiences in the 1970s and beyond. Danielle Spencer, beloved for her role as the sassy Dee Thomas on the iconic sitcom What's Happening, passed away at the age of 60 in a Richmond, Virginia hospital, surrounded by her family after a courageous battle with breast cancer. Her death, announced by her co-star Haywood Nelson, marked the end of a life filled with resilience, talent, and a quiet strength that inspired those who knew her story. Born in the Bronx, New York, Danielle's journey took her from a precocious child actor to a dedicated veterinarian, navigating personal tragedies and health struggles with grace. A daughter, sister, and animal advocate, she lived a life far richer than her modest fame. Today, we honor Danielle Spencer's remarkable legacy, her cause of death, age, family, net worth, lifestyle, and biography, a story of a woman whose spirit shone as brightly as her unforgettable one-liners. Danielle Louise Spencer was born on June 24, 1965, in the vibrant, gritty streets of the Bronx, New York, where the rhythm of city life shaped her early years. Raised by her mother, Cheryl, a French teacher, and her stepfather, Tim Pelt, an actor who became her biggest influence, Danielle grew up in a close-knit family alongside her brother, Jeremy, who later became a celebrated jazz musician. Her childhood was steeped in creativity. Cheryl encouraged her love for storytelling, while Tim introduced her to the world of performance. Money was tight, and the family faced hardships, but Danielle's spark was undeniable. At age 7, she began acting in a repertory company co-founded by Tim, landing small roles in films like Serpico in 1973 and Harry and Tonto in 1974. She told Jet magazine in 2014, "I was from the Bronx. I didn't have a reference for being a young black girl in the spotlight, so I used my family to shape my characters." Her natural talent caught the eye of casting directors, and at 11, she auditioned for a role that would change her life. In 1976, she was cast as Dee Thomas in What's Happening, a sitcom based on the film Cooley High. Her deadpan delivery and quick wit made her a standout, setting the stage for a career that would define her early years and resonate for decades. What's Happening was a groundbreaking show, one of the first to center on the lives of black teenagers in the working-class neighborhood of Watts, Los Angeles. Danielle's role as Dee, the mischievous younger sister of Roger Raj Thomas, played by Ernest Thomas, brought her instant fame. Known for her catchphrase, "Ooh, I'm gonna tell mama," Dee was a scene stealer, delivering sharp one-liners that had audiences laughing. The show, which aired on ABC from 1976 to 1979, followed Raj, Dwayne Haywood Nelson, and Rear Fred Berry through their teenage adventures, with Dee often stirring the pot. Danielle appeared in all 65 episodes, her chemistry with the cast creating a family-like dynamic that resonated with viewers. In a 2016 interview with Richmond's WTVR-TV, she reflected, "I was just a kid having fun, but Dee became a part of me." The series was a summer replacement that became a hit, running for 3 seasons before its cancellation. Danielle returned as Dee in the 1985 sequel, What's Happening Now, appearing in 16 episodes as a college-aged version of the character, still sassy but more mature. Her performance earned her a place in TV history, and in 2014, she was inducted into the Smithsonian's National Museum of African American History and Culture, a moment she described as surreal in a Richmond Times-Dispatch interview. Those early years on What's Happening made Danielle a household name, but her life was about to take a dramatic turn. In September 1977, during the filming of the show's second season, tragedy struck. Danielle, then 12, was involved in a devastating 5-car accident on the Pacific Coast Highway in Malibu, California. Her stepfather, Tim Pelt, who was driving, was killed, and Danielle spent 3 weeks in a coma with a broken leg, arm, and pelvis. The accident, which occurred the night after they watched Star Wars at a drive-in, left lasting physical and emotional scars. In her 2010 memoir, Through the Fire, Journal of a Child Star, Danielle wrote, "I didn't get to say goodbye to Daddy Tim. who taught me show business. That loss shaped me. The trauma led to spinal and neurological issues that plagued her for years, requiring multiple surgeries. By 2004, she developed a spinal condition that left her paralyzed from the waist down for months, forcing her to relearn how to walk with a wheelchair and crutches. Despite these challenges, Danielle's determination shone through. After What's Happening Now ended in 1988, she stepped away from Hollywood, seeking a new purpose. Inspired by her love for animals, she enrolled at Tuskegee University's School of Veterinary Medicine, earning her doctorate in 1993. She told Jet, "I wanted to give back, to heal animals the way I needed healing." Her transition from child star to veterinarian was a testament to her resilience, a new chapter in a life marked by overcoming adversity. Danielle's veterinary career became her calling, reflecting her deep compassion for animals. For nearly 2 decades, she worked as a veterinarian in Los Angeles, specializing in small animals and advocating for animal rights. Her practice was a sanctuary, filled with the sounds of barking dogs and purring cats, and she often volunteered at shelters, offering free care to strays. In 1997, she returned to acting briefly, playing a veterinarian in the James L. Brooks film As Good as It Gets, a nod to her real-life passion. Her work earned her respect in the veterinary community, and she became a vocal advocate for pet adoption, often appearing on local TV to share pet care tips. In 2014, she relocated to Richmond, Virginia, to be closer to her mother, Cheryl, and began a regular morning segment on CBS affiliate WTVR-TV, discussing animal health. Her warmth and expertise made her a local favorite, and she continued mentoring young veterinarians, sharing her journey from Hollywood to healing. Danielle's veterinary work was more than a career, it was a reflection of her heart, a way to channel her own pain into helping others. Her memoir detailed this shift, noting, "Animals gave me purpose when I felt lost." Her dedication to her craft and her community made her a beloved figure beyond the screen. Danielle's personal life was rooted in family and quiet strength. She never married or had children, choosing instead to focus on her career and her loved ones. Her mother, Cheryl, and brother, Jeremy, a jazz musician known for albums like Shakalaka, were her anchors. After Tim's death, Cheryl became her rock, supporting her through recovery and her veterinary studies. Danielle lived with Cheryl in a modest home outside Richmond, a space filled with mementos from her What's Happening days, signed scripts, a Dee Thomas doll, and her Smithsonian induction plaque. Her brother Jeremy shared a tribute on Instagram after her passing, writing, "She was my sister and protector, always positive even in her darkest days." Danielle's love for her family extended to her extended What's Happening castmates, particularly Haywood Nelson, who called her our Shiro in his announcement of her death. She maintained close ties with Ernest Thomas, and their reunions at fan conventions were filled with laughter and nostalgia. Danielle's warmth touched everyone she met, from fans who remembered Dee to clients at her veterinary practice. Her faith, rooted in her Baptist upbringing, guided her through challenges, and she often attended church in Richmond, finding solace in gospel music. Danielle's lifestyle was a blend of simplicity and purpose. Her net worth, estimated at $1 million in 2025, came from her acting residuals, veterinary work, and memoir sales, though she lived modestly. Her Richmond home was cozy, with photos of her with Tim Pelt, her castmates, and her beloved pets, a dog named Raj and a cat named Mabel, nods to her sitcom family. She loved cooking soul food, mastering recipes like collard greens and cornbread, often hosting family dinners. An avid reader, she devoured books on veterinary science and Black history, and she enjoyed gardening, tending to a small backyard filled with roses. Danielle was a regular at Richmond's jazz clubs, supporting Jeremy's performances and connecting with the local art scene. She supported animal welfare charities, donating time and resources, and was active on social media, sharing pet care tips and What's Happening memories with fans. Despite her health struggles, she remained vibrant, posting about her love for life. Her 2014 breast cancer diagnosis led to a preventative double mastectomy at VCU Massey Cancer Center, and she was declared cancer-free. But the disease returned in the early 2020s, a battle she fought privately. Danielle's final years were marked by courage in the face of mounting health challenges. In 2018, she underwent emergency brain surgery to remove a bleeding hematoma, a complication from her 1977 car accident that had gone undetected for decades. The surgery left her with limited speech and mobility, requiring crutches, and a GoFundMe campaign raised over $10,000 to cover medical costs, as she lacked insurance. By 2021, her breast cancer had returned, and she faced a long battle, undergoing treatments while continuing her pet care segments when possible. Haywood Nelson told The Hollywood Reporter, "She suffered for a very long time, but did it with a great deal of courage." In July 2025, her condition worsened, and she was admitted to a Richmond hospital. On August 11, 2025, she passed away at 60, as confirmed by her family spokesperson to CBS 6. Tributes poured in. Ernest Thomas wrote on X, "Danielle was our Dee, forever loved," while fans shared clips of her iconic lines, one posting, "Her wit lit up our screens." Her family statement read, "Danielle passed surrounded by love, her laughter echoing in our hearts." Survived by Cheryl and Jeremy, her legacy endures in what's happening, her veterinary work, and her unbreakable spirit. Her $1 million net worth pales beside her impact, a trailblazer for Black actresses, a healer of animals, and a beacon of resilience. If Danielle Spencer's story of courage, talent, and love has moved you, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Let's keep her light shining, a sassy spark for all time. Thank you for joining us in celebrating Danielle Spencer's extraordinary life. Until next time, may her spirit inspire you.